halves have concluded. So just sit right back and relax. We'll be back in just a moment. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me tonight, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. And how about a look at the most recent power rankings? Very telling, even though, guys, we're just still in December. Taking a look at Portland, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And I think for the Hornets, they made their presence felt right from the opening tip, taking matters into their own hands and showing no let-up.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend Dick.
Well, guys, I'm very familiar.
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Lillard and McCollum are the high-octane guard pair. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3, the small forward. And for Charlotte, we've got DeRozan. Siakam is out there with Bridges. Then it's Ball, and it's Robinson in at the 2. Now Bridges. DeRozan for 3. Passes it to Bridges. Shoots the 3. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
You know, spacing the floor is so important in today's NBA. So Bridges' three-point ability, it fits right here.
It's McCollum with the drive. Count that bucket. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Ball with it, now guarded by Nurkic. Ball kicks to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. McCollum against Robinson. McCollum outside. Charlotte's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Ball kicks to Bridges. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Nailed from 3-point land. McCollum's got 5 now.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
Ball against Lillard. The shot's good.
He doesn't play around. If the bucket's there for him, he's going to get it.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. McCollum outside. Nurkic in the post, covered by Siakam. And it's McCollum in the corner. Clock at 6. Here's Nurkic, and finally they hit one.
And good luck trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. I mean, using his brute strength well on the offensive boards.
Ball against Lillard, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
This is his first free throw of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
First free throw is good. Ball hits them both. Trailblazers trail by 3. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Here's Nurkic. And that one's drained from the low block.
And the touch Nurkic has inside. I mean, I love seeing him be aggressive and look to get his shot from there.
McCollum against Ball, and there's a foul. It's on C.J. McCollum. That is his first foul of the game. Left side, DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
And that's the athleticism. When DeRozan takes off like that, he is looking to ring the bell.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter.
And here is Ball, following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Ball with it. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Siakam inside. And on Nurkic. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
Great with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan. It helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
Now Robinson, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. And the basket by DeRozan.
And adding a three-point shot later in his career, DeRozan looking very comfortable on that one.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Nurkic a screen on Robinson. Fires from 14. McCollum no good.
Oh, he found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
Misses the three. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. It's a three-point game. Siakam pulls it in. Siakam's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
He just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Robinson misses. Trailblazers trail by 3. Here's McCollum. 8 points for him. Going inside, shoots over Ball. Again, McCollum missing.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Some solid defense from Lillard.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Some changes here for the Hornets. Whiteside's checked in for Siakam. Green comes in for Miles Bridges. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Robinson. And for teams already exceeding expectations, Greg, their spirits are running sky high right now.
Kevin, it's always a great feeling to come out strong, but it is hard to maintain that consistency. The teams that do, you know, they believe in themselves and they keep playing to their strengths.
Why is consistency so hard?
You know, because you're not playing against yourself. And we're human. And Kevin, as great as you are as a broadcaster, you probably have had some days where you didn't feel as good as you did other days. And that's no different for a guy competing at this level.
My friend, that's every day. Every day you don't feel good about it. But you grind, right? You just try to keep grinding.
You got to do it.
Here's Nurkic, following the basket by Lamelo Ball. To stop the drought. Nurkic can't hit. Hornets leading by 5. Deep 2 from Ball. That one doesn't drop. And it's Portland the other way. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Harkless is checked in for the Trailblazers. The Hornets shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Ball kicks to DeRozan. Back to Ball. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Charlotte.
The three-pointer has been a major weapon for them in early stages. I mean, they'd be smart to keep moving and working on the perimeter.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
Now, here's Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Harkless, and Harkless slams it in.
Realizing when the defenders have overcommitted, like how Nurkic looks to hit the open man.
Ball dishes to Green. It's not going to go for him. Great D that time from Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. Here he goes. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Ball. Makes it off the glass. Ball's got 11 points.
Some players might wear down during this kind of run. He's only getting strong.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Simons the pass to Harkless. To the wing on the left. Nurkic kicks to Harkless. Puts it up from 12. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Nice work to get good position inside. You just can't quite get as good a look as he wants.
Ball no good. Trailblazers shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And what hot hands have been coming from the ranks of the small forwards this past month. A look at the leading shooting percentages for those players. The 4th spot held by DeMar DeRozan.
And that tells you about their ability to slash through the defense and get to the hoop effectively. I mean, because you have to be getting a lot of layups to have that kind of a percentage.
That's true, but can they also fill it up from outside? This is a group that can score from anywhere on the floor.
The first free throw is good. Biombo, he's checked in for Charlotte. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for Charlotte. A 6-point lead. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
Powell, he's checked in for Anthony Simons. And he makes both free throws. 1:04 left to play in the first. Now here's Powell. He's still scoreless so far in this one. The pass to Nurkic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A second chance effort. With 1 on the clock. It's rebounded by Charlotte. 29 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ball, and Ball slams it in.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Going for the juggler right off the bat. I mean, jumping out to an impressive early lead.
Powell against Ball. And here is Powell. Now Nurkic over Whiteside, and so it's Charlotte going into the break with a 10-point lead. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is still as competitive as they come. Here's what he had to say.
I don't fear nobody. And, you know, if somebody going to come after me, I'm going to be right here for it. And, you know, he's the ultimate example of that. Somebody that's going to come for your lunch. And that's just what it is. I'm always ready for the challenge.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What stands out to you guys from the Hornets in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
On the floor for Portland, guard spots filled by Lillard and McCollum. Powell is out there with Little, and it's Covington in at the 5, down low. Now Robinson, after J.J. Redick's three-pointer that didn't go. Bridges misses.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And you look at Robert Covington, first team all-defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, good evening. Well, last season the Blazers were beset by injuries and they fell short of their goals. Their star Damian Lillard said, "Once we're in a better position, I want people to remember how I responded when things didn't go my way, so that they know my character is true." Kevin, we know that Dame grew up in Oakland, a place where overcoming adversity was ingrained. Back to you.
Thank you, D.A. Driving the lane, Bridges misses.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Robinson for 3. Little with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 10. Lillard with it. Robinson picks him up. Powell, no one around him. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And what unselfish play from Lillard. This guy has no problem giving it up, especially when his teammate's wide open.
Robinson passes to Bridges. Takes it out to Siakam. The 8-footer. Lamelo trying to break free. And Siakam with a nice bucket inside.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Siakam. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Story of their game right here. One sloppy play after another.
How about that mobile one block we just saw? Amazing defensive work.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in. And a switch here also for Portland. Simons is checked in. And Redick kicks to Robinson. Bridges with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Chicago.
And his impact wasn't just on offense. He played great D. Blocked 2 shots. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot he didn't do in that game.
Hornets leading by 10. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Little gets the bucket.
I wouldn't want to be the guy who has to keep him off the boards. He is a beast on the offensive glass.
Bridges for three. That shot goes in. He now has 3 field goals and 6 misses today.
His three-point game is heating up. That's his second 3 of the quarter, 3rd overall.
Powell against Bridges. Covington wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Green in the post. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Trailblazers trail by 11. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Like a jaguar looking for his next meal. Draymond pouncing on the attempted shot.
Ball's checked in for J.J. Redick. Hornets on defense now. Here's Powell, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lillard against Ball. Pass to Green. Charlotte moving it around. Robinson for 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Robinson's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets. Powell against Bridges. Lillard, right side. Oh, good with the triple.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Yusuf Nurkic, 3rd.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. He's off on the 1st. And with the frequency of three-point shots skyrocketing, Greg, does the drastic change concern you? And should something be done to lessen the dependence these teams have on threes?
It's crazy. I mean, we're starting to see teams take more threes than 2s. You know, some have said maybe limit fouls on three-pointers to only 2 free throws. That might eliminate some of the flopping on those long-range attempts, but I really feel like this is the evolution of the game, and that 3 is going to be vital.
And how about the numbers on Draymond Green? Some last season stats for him. 16th in steals. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And one of the better steal guys in the league. Last year he got his hands on the ball constantly. You must know where he is on the court at all times. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
He'll do some damage if they give him that shot. Don't give him a clean look. Get out there on him.
The drive-by ball. And Ball slams it in.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Trailing by 17. Lillard outside. That 3 off target had some space there after the little pump fake.
It's almost as if there's a lid on the hoop for him right now. He still hasn't gotten one to fall in the quarter.
Finishing through the contact. One of Draymond's specialties.
Now, here's Lillard. He's coming off a 19-point game against San Antonio. Launches a three. He scores, and he's off the schneid with that basket. 1 for 7 on a tough night for him.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Ball, the pass to Green. Pass to Whiteside. And the jam by Whiteside.
This is the 7-foot difference from Whiteside. Able to reach up and go to work right over the defense.
Lillard outside. Nurkic. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. Nurkic has got 6.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Ball kicks to DeRozan. Now here's Green. Defense right on him. Here's Whiteside. Green taking his time here. Clock at 6. Another shot. Driving in. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
So aggressive in everything he does. You know, Draymond often causes as much contact as he takes.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And going back to his numbers from just a season ago, he was knocking it down at a 77% clip.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
I mean, and for Draymond, defense is still his calling card. The versatility to switch 1 through 5, contain, get back, communicate, be in a position to help. He does it all.
And the basket by McCollum. And the Hornets call time here. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense.
Hornets leading by 15. Here's Ball. He's got 17.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far. And the first one drops. He's perfect from the line this time. And so here's Portland. Kicks to McCollum. That shot off.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight because the 3, not.
Oh, wow!
Nice.
Boy, and DeRozan is a tough assignment, able to fend off contact as well on that drive.
Trailblazers trailed by 19. McCollum passes to Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Passes to Robinson. DeRozan on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Portland with the rebound. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Here's Simons. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Robinson for 3. They get it back. Ball uses the glass to finish the layup. Ball's got 6 here in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, that's why he's hot. He's playing with a lot of confidence. That's why they're going to him with such consistency.
And it's Simons missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Robinson. The drive by Ball. Over McCollum. Ball no good.
That's a break for the D right there. I mean, he takes advantage of open looks inside more often than not. Simons,
the pass to Nurkic. Good work defensively by Whiteside.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And so it's Charlotte taking a 19-point lead into the break. And thanks to their outstanding defense, the impact Damian Lillard has had on this game has been minimal. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Coach, it's early in the season, so what can you say about how things are going chemistry-wise so far?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Dwayne, thanks a lot. Back to you.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This home crowd is elated about what they've seen so far. I'm Ernie Johnson. That's Shaquille O'Neal. That's Kenny Smith. What a start for Lamelo Ball. He had 21 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. Kenny, let's get your take on Charlotte.
I love the way they're getting after it in the paint. Moving bodies, attacking the rim, scoring at will. Sometimes teams try to hurt you with the 3-ball. They went right for the heart of the defense. Look at them to keep pounding it inside and staying physical.
Looking at Portland, Shaq, your thoughts?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Man, we're seeing a tremendous game from Lamelo Ball.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
Yeah, I mean, showing that tenacity both mentally and physically.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Miles Bridges is out there with Pascal Siakam. Then it's Robinson, then it's DeRozan, and it's Ball in at the point. And there's the pass to Lillard. And stolen by Siakam. The drive by Ball. Robinson for 3. And the call will be against Lamelo Ball. That's his first foul. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
Trailblazers trail by 21. Lillard from outside hands it from downtown. Lillard's got his second basket of the night.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
Now, here's Bridges. He's got 9. Good work there as it goes. Bridges has got 11 points.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league.
Ball with the bucket.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Lillard scanning the floor. From deep. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lillard. This group has players swatting away the most shots in the league this month. The shot block leader. The 4th spot held by Hassan Whiteside. And, of course, Pascal Siakam.
I mean, those two have been playing some special low-post defense, and a lot of the shots I've seen them swatting away aren't easy to get to.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Hornets.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Cullen passes to Nurkic. Lillard outside.
He shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
DeRozan in the corner. Inside. Siakam kicks to Bridges. 6 to shoot. Siakam a screen on Covington. Siakam misses. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
Love the offensive game of McCollum. He can score from anywhere on the court.
Here's Ball. Siakam trying to free himself up. And Ball slams it in.
And textbook. I mean, that move to the lane, you got to tip your hat on that one.
Well said, Greg. And Clark with some major elevation on the slam. And a wide open look for McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Ball dishes to Bridges. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Trailblazers trailed by 19. Driving inside. And the dunk by Powell.
And the vision of Nurkic. I mean, solid at understanding when to distribute the ball.
Biyombo is checked in for Charlotte. And a switch here also for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Nurkic. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
And Redick kicks to Biyombo. Bridges for 3. Portland grabs the miss. Lillard's got his 4th rebound in this one. For the 3. Bridges with the board. Bridges got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Ball. That one, no good. Good D by McCollum. And the call will be against Lamelo Ball. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. Here's Little. 5 points in the game. Pass to McCollum. To the paint. And there's Little. That's good on the assist by McCollum. Little's got 7.
Great court awareness from the crafty guard McCollum. A good teammate who likes hitting his open guys.
And a deep 3 from Redick. Charlotte no good that time either.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's McCollum. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And McCollum uses his wily strength to sink these shots. Even when you rough him up, he finds a way to score.
And the Hornets making a change here. Robinson's checked in. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Hornets?
Their inside game has been great tonight. So much of their scoring has come from the paint.
Yeah, but also give them credit for the layups they've had tonight after strong drives to the basket.
Covington passes to Lillard. Lets it go from deep. Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Covington.
Can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Here's Ball. Lays it up off the glass. Ball's got 12 now in this quarter.
And with the game he's having, there's no doubt he'll be the guy they lean on to protect the lead.
Robinson against McCollum. Hornets leading by 12. Here's Ball. And Ball slams it in.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
McCollum against Robinson. And it's McCollum off the drive. The layup off target. For Charlotte, they've gone 8 of 16 in the third quarter to put their second half shooting percentage right at 50%. To the left side wing. For three, Bridges. The offensive rebound. Biombo. That's good.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. The shot goes up, put a body on someone.
And for the Hornets, they're shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Bridges kicks the ball to the right side. Robinson for three. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists tonight. And here's McCollum. 20 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta.
Oh, he's been dominant this quarter. I mean, he's determined to prevent the lead from getting any bigger.
And some changes here for the Hornets. Whiteside's checked in for Bismack Biyombo. And Draymond Green's subbed in for Pascal Siakam. And the Hornets with possession here. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Ball with the bucket.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
He's covered by Whiteside. Little passes to McCollum. Over Robinson. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Whiteside.
Well, because of Whiteside's instincts and awareness, he can pretty much block anything in his proximity.
Green finds Ball. Here's Bridges. Lays it up and banks it in. Bridges has got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
Here's McCollum. That one good for 2.
Ooh, what body control from McCollum. This guy's just a scorer. He takes on all comers.
Ball feeling it out a bit. And Ball slams it in.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
Passed a little. Portland moving the ball around. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Now Robinson. He's got 9. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Nurkic checked in for Portland. We've got 1:13 left to play here in the third. Here's Simons. Down low. From 13, and he hits the jump shot. And so Green will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's an 18-point lead. For 3, Bridges. He doesn't hit that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Simons. He's covered by Ball.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Portland shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And up around 82% as a team a season ago. So they know how to make the most of those opportunities.
Norman Powell's checked in for Maurice Harkless. And so he hits both.
This is as good as it gets from the charity stripe here in the second.
Right side inside. He's guarded by Nurkic. For 3, Bridges. And it's Portland with the rebound.
A lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Whiteside. Just 5 to shoot. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Bridges with it. And the wide open shot from Green. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
And they will go into the fourth quarter riding high. That's almost got to feel like a game winner to them.
And so it's Charlotte taking a 19-point lead into the break. They have been excellent at both ends of the floor. The scoreboard showing what a complete performance this has been. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Powell. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at shooting guard. Nurkic against Whiteside. Nifty move. Nurkic can't hit. Hornets leading by 19 points. And DeRozan, here we go.
And he just glides to the hoop on his drives. DeRozan's got plenty of force to his game, don't get me wrong, but he makes everything look so effortless.
Robinson against Lillard. And he lays it straight in.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Here's Ball, and he comes up with the deuce. Ball's got 41.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Nurkic the pass to Lillard, and it goes down 2 points. 10 points for Damian Lillard.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
And it's Ball penetrating, and Ball slams it in.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
No, but his teammates love that kind of energy, fellas. I mean, dunks like this demonstrate leadership.
Nurkic against Whiteside. Now, here's Nurkic. He's guarded close. Foul for 3. And the Trailblazers, another 3.
Wow, something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Here's Ball. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Biyombo is checked in for Whiteside. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong, I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Back to DeRozan. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Into the lane. Simons. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
Ball against Lillard. Ball dishes to Robinson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 5 assists tonight.
Knocks down his second 3 of the half. I mean, he had 2 of them in the first half also, doing some solid work from deep.
Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
On the dunk contest, we saw Michael Jordan take on Dominique Wilkins. These days, not as many star players are participating in these skills competitions, like Greg the Slam Dunk.
I think it's a great point you raised, Kevin, and I think in part because back in that era, the reality is guys didn't make the kind of dollars they make today. And there was more risk, I guess, in the mindset of guys today, and they didn't want to take that challenge on. So I wish we would see more of our stars in the slam dunk contest, but I don't think that's going to be the case, unfortunately, as much as we'd all like to see it.
Back to Siakam, and the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That's his third foul of the game.
That's one of the few mistakes they've made tonight. They've limited turnovers. That's helped them grow this lead and keep it.
Ball against Lillard.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Outside, Ball. Siakam, a screen on Lillard. Ball, the pass to Siakam. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Lillard's got his 5th rebound in this one. Passes it to Simons. A three-pointer off the mark. Hornets leading by 19. Ball kicks to Robinson. Charlotte no good that time either. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. And the pass to Covington. Portland with a new 14.
That's made a huge difference in this game, if you ask me. Their offensive rebounding has been sensational.
Ball against Lillard.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
He takes it in, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Lillard is such a crafty finisher. Even when he takes a pounding, he sticks with it.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Lamelo Ball.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
He sure has given this crowd a treat tonight. This kind of performance only cements his status as a fan favorite. Hornets leading by 16. Bridges sets the screen for Ball, and stolen by Lillard. Floats one. Here's Nurkic. Good for his 6th make in a dozen attempts, shooting 50% with that basket.
Well, he'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Ball against Lillard. Outside for Robinson. Over McCollum. And the Hornets miss again. And here's Portland. Good momentum, 8 straight points. Good on that shot, and with that, the Hornet lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Powell. Now, here's Ball. To the middle, here's Bridges, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Oh, incredible verticality from Bridges. I mean, he takes off over the defense and just buries the dunk.
And a deep three from Lillard, and he's good on the 3 ball. Lillard's got 16 points here in the second half.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He can be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
And with that, the Hornet lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from McCollum.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Bridges shot, good.
Adding to his three-point total on the night. He had 3 in the first half. Now he's got his first one here in the second.
Nurkic a screen on Robinson. It's McCollum with the drive. Offensive rebound, Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. And when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
Outside for Robinson, a 3-ball. Hornets keep it alive. Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Ball up top, covered by Lillard. Here's DeRozan, takes it inside. Nurkic with the block. Lillard against Ball. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Got a hand on it.
Oh, nice defense from Bridges. When he hustles like this, he's capable of swatting shots. Oh, the timing couldn't have been better on that assist.
And the Hornets call time here. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Dwayne Casey just going over the game plan with his team down the stretch. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
And Portland with the ball. They're on a 19-7 run. If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Ball dishes to Bridges, and that one drops. Bridges has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, the coaching staff has to be loving Bridges' dominance right now. I mean, attacking the hoop so effectively.
Ball against Lillard.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around him now. Somebody tell he's got to be more unselfish.
Charlotte leading by 12. Bridges sets the screen for Ball. Feeds it to Bridges. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Robert Covington picks one up.
Well, he's an attacking player, and that means Bridges is going to get his share of time at the line. That'll never make him change his style.
And one of the things that stands out when you see Bridges, that explosive leaping ability.
But yeah, he gets off the ground quickly and makes adjustments in mid-air. There's a smoothness to his athleticism. He's still putting it all together, but there's a lot to work with. Oh, he's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second.
They're looking to get the most out of every possession. Frustrated to miss even one free throw right now.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Hornets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Lamelo Ball.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Ball no good. And here's McCollum. Lillard outside. Covington a screen on Bridges. And here's McCollum for 3. So no problem for Charlotte as they get the win A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
Just we're focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
And you got it done tonight, DeMar. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And we'll see you next time.